for kids of NSW. They're very special. They're extremely well attended. And like the feedback we get on those camps, it's just, I can't even describe how impactful it is to the families and to the kids that go to that. And it's about 1,000 kids that we put through those camps every year. And we couldn't do them this year because of everything that's going on, right? They weren't able to hold them. So we really tried to do something that was still special for these kids. So usually they'll get a camp T-shirt when they do that. And actually, last year we did this with one of our partners, Reebok, who provided the shirts, which again is just another cool way to work in partners here. But this year, because we couldn't do that, we sent out this like custom package to all these kids that were supposed to go to camp, where it was like, design the shirt. It had there was sort of like a contest to design a shirt. And then these shirts were sent out with this really nice, written card about how it's too bad we can't do this, but we were thinking about you. And it had all these like markers so the kids could kind of draw on the shirts and color them in. And I don't know, it's just, to me, it's trying to make the best of the situation that you find yourselves in to still make an impact, right? And still put a smile out. And we even did a fort building thing as well that was kind of in conjunction with that, where we put out a contest on social media of like, I think it was hashtag NSF Fort Challenge. I think that's what it was. Don't quote me on that. But kids just building forts in their home.
Awesome.
And they, wow, I mean, like I did one with my kids, right? And it was like fun for them, but it wasn't anything, we didn't get too elaborate with it. There were some kids that made things that were just unbelievable. I mean, in terms of their intricacy and creativity, and like, these kids should grow up to be whatever, structural engineers or something.
Yeah, you give them a pillow and a couple blankets, and they end up building something where you're like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
That's wonderful. That's awesome. All right. Well, as you know, Chris Blended Joe, of course, has the Patriot Blend, I believe it's called, which I believe supports Navy SEAL Foundation. But when you go to Blended Joe, what is your go-to? What is your go-to, Joe, I guess? What is your go-to coffee that you like?
Oh, well, I think at this point, right, correct me if I'm wrong here, Joe, but at this point you can kind of make it yourself, right?
Absolutely. So, and Aaron, this just happened very recently. So what we've done on the Blended Joe side of things is we've kind of expanded the concept a little bit, where if visitors go to the website, rather than only having one coffee blend to choose from, they can choose to purchase a pack of coffee, or what we call our Little Joes, which are K-Cup Keurig style pods. If they purchase a pack of coffee, they can choose whatever coffee flavor or blend from our entire menu is going in the pack. So it really broadens the appeal for more coffee drinkers, because some like dark, some like light, some like flavored coffee. So now you can have whatever coffee you desire and still benefit the Navy SEAL Foundation by going and purchasing that particular specially labeled product. But Chris, don't shy away though. What's your favorite? Favorite coffee?
My go-to is definitely some kind of dark roast coffee.
The dark and stormy.
Yeah,
good. Me too. That's the best one. Exactly. Definitely something dark and rich in taste. Definitely.
Yeah, it's funny when we first started talking with Chris, we sent him samples of our dark and stormy, and originally we did start with one blend of coffee, which we called the Patriot Blend, which was more of a middle of the road medium roast. The dark and stormy though he liked, and that's a Brazilian Sumatran blend.
Yeah.
And if you like dark roast coffee, that is very rich, very strong. But it really, like I said, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it as available and accessible as possible to all different, coffee drinkers. So if you go to the website, you can pick that particular pack, or you can choose Little Joe's. With the Little Joe's, the K-Cups, for those Keurig folks out there, you can have a custom variety pack. That's basically the option that you have under there. So you can tell us what you want in your box.
Right. Excellent. And then basically the last major question on the chart on the outline is to just basically say, look, if someone wants to reach out and I guess, reach out and help Navy SEAL Foundation or learn more about Partners in Charity Initiative, where would they go? And both you and Brandon were going to answer where should people go if they want to help or know an organization that should be connected.
Well, I'll let Chris take the lead
Sure.
here if you want to give the information about the Navy SEAL Foundation, Chris.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So NavySealFoundation.org is our website. That's the best place to start. It's got links on there, obviously, to all of our social media, things like that. If you just there's a button at the top if you just want to donate. There's a partners page on there as well where you can see our partners and promotions. The Blended Joe is on there, obviously. So it's like, if you're an individual out there that's just looking to learn more, that's a great place to start. If you're an organization that's looking to learn more and wants to work with us in some way, that's also a great place to start on the partners page. There's kind of a link to do that. There you go.
On the Blended Joe side of things, if you go to blendedjoe.com, up at the top, there is a Partners in Charity page with a drop down. Navy SEAL Foundation is located there. You can also browse directly to their dedicated landing page at blendedjoe.com/NSF, Navy SEAL Foundation. That's blendedjoe.com/NSF. And on that page, you can also learn more about the Partners in Charity Initiative, as well as the Navy SEAL Foundation's mission. And there are links directly back to their website as well.
Perfect. Sounds good. I believe that is all of the questions that you had on your program that you wanted to go over. May I ask one question, by the way? Sure. Chris, what is an interesting hobby that you do today that I would not expect you to do?
Oh, okay. I play guitar.
Wonderful.
Fairly seriously too, and I've done it for almost 30 years.
Oh, so I played the flute through school and university. That's so good to have an instrument, to have music in our lives. It's so good.
Yeah, in fact, if we were on video, you would see I've got like guitars all over my wall.
Oh, okay. So your hobby is music and maybe and guitar collecting.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I try not to be a collector.
Okay.
It just sort of happens, right, Chris?
Yeah. Well, at one point I started doing that too much, and I decided like there's no reason to I play like 2 of these. But I've got 4 guitars on the wall, and then. Yeah, I've got the whole setup here with amps and microphones, and then I'm learning piano too. So I've got a digital piano.
All right. So can I interject for a second, Aaron? I think we have a couple of minutes. Can I put Chris on the spot? Hey, Chris, do you want to riff something for us?
Please do, Chris. Please,
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
all of my other guests sing for me to end my shows. I could have asked you to sing.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Okay, maybe. I see. But what about you, Joe? What's your hobby that I would not expect you to do that you do? Drinking coffee is not a hobby.
Drinking coffee is not a hobby. It depends on my mood and time of the year, to be honest with you. I like to work on cars. In years past, I've had motorcycles. I like to ride horses. You know what? I can't nail down one particular hobby. I collect gaming cards, all sorts of things. But I used to know how to play piano when I was younger, but I've actually lost the knowledge. I couldn't play anymore if I tried. But I've always tried to learn guitar and could never make my fingers quite work. So.
I see. And for me, when I'm not teaching English, that's my job. Online, podcasting would be my hobby activity, and helping other blind people in the podcast community and around the world. It's really definitely had a lot of interesting conversations from all over the world.
That's awesome.
Great. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to say thank you to Chris for taking time out this afternoon and joining us, telling us a little bit about the Navy SEAL Foundation. And I really hope that, we didn't take you away from your duties too much.
Oh, no, not me at all. No, this is great. Like I said, I mean, look, anything that we can be doing to raise awareness and share information about the foundation is fantastic. And certainly also doing the same for our partnerships. The whole idea of that is to be able to get in front of more people and show how, again, organizations can kind of come together for a greater good. So I really appreciate the opportunity to both of you. Thanks for having me, and I appreciate it.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You both are always welcome here. By the way, Chris, of course, you did a great job today. Thank you for your service. God bless you for that. And both of you are always welcome on Aaron's Opinion. Always glad to have you on my podcast anytime.
Thank you, Aaron. And guys, have a great afternoon.
Okay. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Take care.
Bye.